My husband's coworker reported him to HR for a response he gave after she insisted I groomed him. My husband started a night shift job a few months ago, and sometimes he interacts with the opening staff. This morning, he was in the break room for a quick drink before finishing up for the day. A coworker noticed his wedding band and asked if he was married. She then asked how old he was, commenting that he looked too young to be married. He told her he was 24 and that we had been happily married for 5 years. She said, "So you were 19 when you got married?" He responded, "Yes, I was 19, almost 20, and my spouse had just turned 20. She then accused him of being groomed. He explained that we were both over 18 when we got married, with only a 5-month age gap. She said, "That's exactly what someone who was groomed would claim." She kept pushing, saying the small age gap and the fact that we were both 18 didn't matter. She found it disgusting that a 20-year-old would marry a teenager. He pushed back, stating that it definitely wasn't grooming. She continued making snide remarks about me. Finally, he said, even if it was grooming, which it wasn't, I would do it all over again the same way because it's worked out great so far. After the conversation, she informed him that she had called HR to report him. He replied, "Sounds good. I'll be giving them a call myself because your behavior was inappropriate." She ignored him and stomped off. After work, he called HR to report her as well. They thanked him for calling first, as they were confused by her complaint. He apologized for his comment, admitting it was unprofessional, but explained that he was angry about her accusations against me. The HR rep understood and agreed his response was inappropriate but not punishable. They asked if he wanted to file a complaint against her for her aggressive and serious accusations. He decided to proceed. We find this situation baffling. We come from a small town in the deep south where young marriages are common. We're now in a larger city in the west, and while we've gotten comments on our young marriage, no one has ever mentioned grooming over a 5-month age gap. Edit. I had no idea this would blow up. I fell asleep and woke up to a lot of attention. Thanks for all the replies. It feels good to have our perspective validated. To address some comments. 1. My husband mentioned that she said she was 20. 2. HR was confused by her complaint and didn't know where she was going with it. 3. The only inappropriate part of his comment was implying he would get groomed voluntarily. 4. I hadn't considered she might be attracted to him. He's very handsome, and I like to tease him when people flirt with him because he genuinely has no clue and doesn't care if others find him attractive. He identifies as married and has never been interested in anyone else romantically. 5. Some comments said this is fake. I don't know what to tell you. My husband came home, told me about it, and I posted it to see if others thought she was as crazy as we did. I don't care about internet points enough to make this up. 6. Thanks for not judging us for marrying young. We've had a lot of sideways comments over the years, and it's refreshing to see kindness. My husband and I met at 17 and 16, working our first jobs at a fast food restaurant. We were committed from the start. He's been an amazing husband. He works at a convenience store, and the workers there recognize him as the guy who buys me flowers all the time. Every time the last bouquet wilts, he brings me home another one. HR mentioned they would pull the camera footage to see if anything else needed to be addressed. I'll update if anything noteworthy comes out of it. I doubt it will be much, as my husband's shift doesn't overlap with the day crew much, so it's unlikely he'll have a problem with her again.